Hi crafty friends, it's Tracie Hinds, aka Nanner BaNanner. It's that time of the week where I take you along for some vintage treasure hunting and share my crafty finds from local thrift stores, flea markets, and maybe even occasionally the Dollar Tree. From forgotten trinkets to future junk journal gems, you never know what I'll uncover. In today's episode, I'll show you what caught my eye and how I plan to use it in upcoming projects. Whether you're a thrifty crafter or just here for the nostalgic vibes, there's something for everyone. Let me know in the comments what your favorite find was, or if you'd use it differently. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell so you don't miss next week's thrifty adventure. So I'm really excited about today's Thursday Thrift Day. I've saved my 3 favorite things for last. So this is a stack of books that my favorite thrift store in my town had a free book day because every so often they want to empty their shelves out completely so they can stock with all new things. So I found this Barbie book. I couldn't believe it. I had just purchased one off eBay for some Happy Mail, and then I just found this one. It's in excellent condition considering the age. Let's see if I can find the year. 1964. It's Barbie the Babysitter. And I'm sure you guys are aware that Carrie the Paper Monkey is doing some Barbie journals right now and making a lot of embellishments and showing us how to do that. So I'm excited. I can kind of maybe follow along now that I've got some of my own books. Because this isn't the only one I found. This is definitely, I found 2 that were vintage and 2 that are older, but they're not as old. But I'm really excited about turning this into a junk journal. And then I found this one. It's Barbie's Adventures to Read Aloud. And it has a lot of really nice pictures. And I know that Carrie has this exact book because she's been using it to make some of the embellishments she's been showing on her channel. So I'll definitely be able to follow right along on those. And I love this text for making backgrounds on tags and that sort of thing. And this image, I'll use it somehow. I haven't decided yet. Then I found 2 Barbie Little Golden books. And they are from, this one's from 1977. And again, these were all free because they were having a free book day at my favorite thrift store. About once a month, everything in the store is free so they can clear it out and restock. I just can't believe these were still there by the time I got there on lunch. They're so cute. That'll make another cute junk journal. And this one is published in 1974. It looks like Barbie might be a stewardess. I'm not sure. Let's see what it says. Yep, that's what it is. So these are going to be great for turning into junk journals. And I found this. I'm still finishing up my 1950 housewife recipe journals, but I just love the image on the front of this. I'll make a journal tag or something out of that. Let's see what year this is from. 1960. But it has a lot of really neat little pages that I could use for journaling spots and tags for those journals, or save it for the next time I do recipe journals. I have some of the bigger 3-ring binder Betty Crocker journals. I might save it for when I get ready to do one of those. And then I found these little golden books here. This is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And let's see when it was published. It was given to someone the Christmas of 1992, so I'm not sure because that says 1992. And then in here it says copyright 1976. So I don't know. I have one of these already, but it never hurts to have an extra. Sometimes I'll do that and then use one of them for images and one of them to make a journal. And I found this little golden book. And it was published in 1981. And I found this Hansel and Gretel, which I'm really excited to turn into a journal. I've been wanting to do a Hansel and Gretel. And it was published in 1954. Let's see if it has a letter or anything back here. Nope, no letters. I saw this one and I thought of my friend Stacy, the junkie cat at the Junkie Cat Junction. So Stacy, next time we swap Happy Mail, this one will be going to you. It is a cute one. This little black cat gets in all kinds of mischief around the farm. And then this one, I don't know if I'll be able to make a journal out of, it's a board book. It's not a, it's a pretty thick board book, but I don't know if I'll be able to make a journal out of it or not. But the main reason I got it is because of the shape of these pages. Jessica over at the Paper Terrace is doing a series of journals right now that are arched, and I thought this would be a good template to make one, so I have the good measurements for making it. And that was what motivated me to get the journal. And if I decide I can make something out of this, I will. There's some really cute images, that's for sure. And it's double-sided. Look at that cute puppy. And then I found this one. I just love it. I remember making little thumbprint cartoon characters in school. I think we did it in art class. And this one was published in 1988. I think this would make a pretty journal or glue book. So lots of cute little images in here, that's for sure. It looks like it's a circus theme, that's what it is. I've got some cute circus fabric that would be cute for the spine of that. Alright, a couple more things I'm going to show you, and then I can show you what I'm most excited about in today's thrift haul. So I found some receipt type items I'll be able to use in journals. Thought those were kind of neat. And some more receipts. I don't know how old they are, if they're very old or not, but all right, so whoops, almost forgot. I have a couple more things. All right, so this, I'm not even sure what it is, if they're table runners or what they are, but I thought I could cut out the felt shapes and, okay, so they're placemats. I thought I could cut out some of the felt shapes and use them in some of my children book type journals, and it would look neat. And plus I've got the Sesame Street journals coming up, and these are nice bold colors. So that was my thought process behind picking these up, is I could use them to decorate some of my embellishments. I don't know if I'll use all of it, probably not, because there's a lot here, but I thought I could use it for some things. And like those Barbie journals, the pink here cut these flowers out and stuff like that. I think that could be cute. And there's butterflies. There's a butterfly. And I also found these brads. And I found some costume jewelry that I'm going to turn the bottom part into little dangles. Put them on bulb pins and throw the rest away. So just this part would be on a gold bob pin and become a dangle. And then lots of colorful brads, again for the Sesame Street journals, the Barbie journals that I'm wanting to work on. I don't know if it'll work for the Sunbonnet Sue journals or not, because they're more muted colors, but we'll see. I might try to use some of them for that too. And this is the last little thing before I show you my favorite stuff. Again, I'm just gonna use these for little charm dangles in my book. I'll put those on a bulb pin and they're ready to go. Okay. So these are some cards I found, and I just love the butterflies. The purple ones aren't that big of a deal to me, but the butterflies I thought were so neat. Look at these, aren't those neat? They're all the same, but those will be fun in a lot of different types of journals. All right, now on to what I'm most excited about. It's this right here. Now I paid for these. These were not at my favorite thrift store. I found these at Goodwill. But this is from 1920s. It's leather bound. I'm hoping I can clean up the book cover a little bit and condition the leather because it's like a hunter green or emerald green. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but this is a Wizard of Oz book here, and it's really neat. It has so much vintage imagery in it, and it'll be perfect to pair with this. I'll put a topper of some sort on here, even though this cover is gorgeous. I hate to cover any of it up, but I will do that. Boy, look how dirty that is. And clean the other side. Now the inside is a 1925 supplement. I'm not sure what it's, or 1926 is the copyright. It said Perpetual Encyclopedia Corporation, made in the USA. So I don't know if this was what I really don't know. It covers all different topics. So I don't know if this is something maybe an encyclopedia salesman took around as an example of what was in their encyclopedias for selling them. But the way this is constructed, you unscrew it and these leaflets come out. These are just leaflets. So I will replace the inside part of this with signature pages, and I will, the way this is constructed, I can take this completely out and then just have this and do an invisible spine. So there's that. That's my idea for the journal. But then look at all these images. We're going to take our time and go through this because there are some beautiful images in here. So first thing, we have a picture of the author. So that would be neat to make a piece of ephemera out of. there's more images in here than I'll be able to use for sure for this one journal, but these are so neat. I wanted to get back to some of the ones from the story. Now, there's a lot of colored ones too. Right now you're just seeing kind of like that print block imaging, but there are several in here that are like advertisements and that sort of thing. Let's get out of the book part of it and get over here. So like we have this image. I'll definitely be welding these pages together to put in the journal. So these are copies of original plates from the original printing of The Wizard of Oz. Then we go back into the story here. How would you use these images in this book to make a journal? I'd love to hear what your thoughts are. This will have to be a side project for me, and I'll share what I can as I make it, but it won't be anytime real soon. I've got a lot of other things I'm working on right now. But this is sort of a history now of the movie, which is neat things to include in the book. Some more advertisements. And it looks like different books that he wrote. Yeah, I'll have to look for more of his books. And more about the author. But I just thought this was really neat. And then I found this first and I was like, oh, what would I make that up? What would I make? I said, you know, I thought, well, that'd be good for ephemera, but I wasn't sure. And then the next thing you know, I look over and I found this and I thought, it is meant to be. Because this is a real dark green color. And then once I get it cleaned up and the leather conditioned, I think that's going to be really neat. What do you guys think? All right, well guys, thank you for hanging out, and just a reminder to keep it cute, keep it crafty, and keep making something out of nothing. Bye.